met.
First, assess the field.
Well met. Much obliged. Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Okay.
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and... What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? Glad to hear it. Here, he ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note and he'll take care of the rest.
What must needs be done?
Everyone's as tired as I am. Seems right.
Not my kind of place, this.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. This is generally used as a material. As a matter of...
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi! Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Why? He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as tis, and make haste. I would do well. Go on. You know what to do.
Let us commence our search without delay. Where to first?
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me yet? Well, you best get to it then.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. "'Tis strangely quiet hereabouts. Where are our foes lurking?"
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me? Well, you best get to it then. How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. There'll be...
Oi! Many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I...
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied, and Sir Geoffrey with one less care. A good deed all round.
Not sure I can handle this.
Can't work as late as I
Fancy a gander? I find
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? I can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to... Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go and ask... You've my thanks. And a...
Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late to be evade. I'll pick that up. We might have need of it. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. That was superb arisen.
Who are you? You come to aid?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act.
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, you saved me this time. But I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder till I have the confidence to face such beasts. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regime.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
We have succeeded in defending our charge. A sign of good things to come, mayhap?
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale. Much obliged.
We've got goblins! I'll gather this. It might be of use. Sleep! Listen, are you all right? We have found a material. So this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon.
Pitiable Arisen. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. You hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen. I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Shall we seek some answers?
Say, do you think this one's really a...
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way.
Oh, no. I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth.
So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well.
But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. What? You do suppose there's no harm in that? If you're really sure?
Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir.
We could make the fruit robber and... ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. You...
It was a pleasure to recount such good tidings. There's a ladder.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take... If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
Today. Here at the inn, we also offer... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
Could have sworn I had ought to attend to. How am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time away.
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
I'll earn the coin I need to.
Always sets me to think this place. Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once...
Mercy! I'm a man of pleasure. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Oh, what does this say?
Yet if aught to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares? do come again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that could... What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A basque of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurian.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
Feels eerie, no one about.
Feels eerie with no one about. Time to be heading home.
That reminds me. 'Tis somewhat lamentable that none of us are fighters. There, Master! Saurians! So close a call offers no solace in victory.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. Villagers, you must make sure your aim is true. Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Let's not be hasty now.
Victory! Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your...
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for... In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace.
Our task is complete. That was certainly worthwhile.
That's quite enough.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on...
Then I shall remain by your side. Goblins, monster!
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and...
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite mistrust on our journey.
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us sort of use. Very well. I shall return.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawn.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
We've got goblins! Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. It's been doused in oil. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. Well done, Master. Most impressive, Master. You have my protection.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Then I shall remain by your side. This is generally used as a material.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops! Great, be on your guard. product of evil. I'm safe. Thank you, Arisen. Focus. A moment of the decision will speak. Absolute disbalance at any moment. What say? We give it a helping hand. My time lends a hand. We must rally. Panic will only play to the enemy's advantage.
What's that sound? Fall back!
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them, yet the valor you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
What to do?
Goblins, master! I knew you would prevail, master.
I'll not stand for this.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right, into the Ark.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
without incident.
What a happy coincidence.